Alright, good morning. This Creed sits, of course, as soon as I start filming, he starts walking around. I'm rounding things up, got the truck cooling off this morning. Here, for me, you know how people warm their vehicle up before they, in the winter time? Well, for me, it's summertime. I cool mine down. Anyway, Creed's he sits by my truck and waits on me. He wants to make sure that I let him in. Creed, you want in? You want in? Come on. Come on. Come on. When I say I chain Creed up, this is what it is. It's not chain. It's wire. It's black wire with, no, it's black fabric over wire. Cheers. And in the truck he goes. Got him sheet. Morning, Creed. You ready to go to work? You ready to go to work? You sitting there in your seat all comfy, ready to roll. Alright, well, let's go, big guy. Good morning, YouTube. We got our posts in. Day 29. Flip house. This is June 1st. Today, 29 years ago, I had my first date with a lady who would become my wife. And 25 years ago, we got married. So it's kind of a double anniversary for us. I know that we're going to work on finishing today, or at least I am. And Tony may work on the columns, or we just may be delivering those. We may wait until tomorrow or Monday to put those in. Got other things we need to be doing. I'm way behind on this finishing. I should have had this done. But, you know, just do what I can, how I can, when I can. A lot going on. And on top of everything, I'm trying to YouTube, and that's just a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Well, you know, you get to quality. My quality's not great because I'm not able to spend a lot of time on that part. Anyway, this is what's going on. It's all, I think, not all bedded in, but all the lower parts bedded in. Pretty much got just stilt work as far as bedding goes, and then I had to skim the whole thing. Skimming it doesn't take nearly as long. Be back in a minute. All right. Well, today has not been a great day. We were missing 2 big door units for the closets. Those showed up. That was good news. 20 years ago, I bought this little Craftsman table saw. Was hanging sheetrock at the time. I was working in a commercial area, and I had 4 or 5 buildings that had a soundboard that went up before the sheetrock went up. And it was just, I figured it would be easier to cut it using a little table saw, so I bought an inexpensive tabletop. It has sat up for the last 8 years. I didn't sell them when I got sick in 07 and 10. Well, 10. 07 started it, but in 10 was when I officially got to where I wasn't able to do anything for 5 or 6 years. I didn't sell all my tools, and this has stayed in a covered shed, not getting rained on, but still, you know, getting moisture because it was outside. It was not in a controlled environment. Well, we were using it today to rip the wood for the window ledges, window seats. See, these are 2 of them. Boy, it's dusty in here. And in the middle of the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th one, the saw started making a noise, and it wound up locking up or burning up or whatever. So needless to say, we didn't get a whole lot done today. We got this window trimmed for the most part. This is the window ledge for over here. We're not moving the air conditioner yet. But you know, we're going behind somebody else's work right here. That frame wasn't very straight. You can kind of see it. I mean, I can see it, but we figure once it gets painted, you know, we're doing the best we can with what we got. Anyway, got that little bit done and was working on this window over here, the wood for this one when it went out. I was able to get my ceilings bedded in. So all of those are done. The only thing left is to run top angles. I'll try to do that tomorrow, at least one side of it, and then skim it all. Cleaned up the floor this morning. Just everybody's been kind of coughing and hacking, and this had rock wool insulation, and we just decided it better to go ahead and get it cleaned up. So spent a couple hours doing that. And then I had to go pick up the baseboard and the casing for around the doors. It's out there in the carport. That's the white stuff right there. Right there, got that. And then, oh, the other bad news I got today, which I kind of got it the other day. I had my lawnmower repaired. I had two of them. They kept this one for about 6 weeks, and I finally talked to the guy. It's a little independent guy. And he's like, yeah, the automatic choke on that thing's not working right. I was trying to find you a used one. Looks like, you know, he said, I got it running, but it's not running great. Well, I picked it up, I don't know, Monday, I think, or maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure. I may have picked it up last week. I got out here and cut the yard, but it was running so slow. So didn't get very much done. So got it kind of cut and quit on me. I didn't get it all done, but that's that. And I finally posted a video today from yesterday's work and realized that I didn't video the after. I had videoed them working on the stair. It's an attic staircase, and we're painting the garage. And one of my guys got overheated, and the other one just didn't look. He was in the truck. I was writing up the bill, and he's like, "We're done." And I was like, "Well, if you're done, go ahead and go then." It was, 4 o'clock. I go in, and the staircase had not been finished. The pull string wasn't on it. The ladder had not been cut. So I had to do all that, and I realized, oh, and the blue tape wasn't taken off the fluorescent lights. And I realized all that as I was fixing to start videoing. So I fixed that stuff, got to talking to the homeowner, and just absolutely forgot to video after. Yeah, this is a big learning curve for me. I'm having a lot of issues. There's my ugly face. I'm having a lot of issues just trying to get this editing down. And on top of it, you see I'm working till, I'm out going until 8, 9 o'clock at night. This beehive thing's got me going till 1 or 2 o'clock. A couple nights we did that. And I'm just not having the time to edit. I basically am trying to do kind of a daily vlog. And it's just, I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna get it. I'm recording a lot of stuff that maybe one day I'll get a time to edit it. I have some health issues that one day may creep up again. I have cancer. I have intra-abdominal desmoids. I have FAP, which is a colon cancer causing genetic disease. My kids, 3 sons have it. And right now, I'm on tamoxifen, and it has kept the tumors from growing. Hasn't shrunk them. They're really non-operable because you have to take the organ they're attached to, and for me, there's so many of them. I've got one of them that's attached to my spine. So, you know, it's a miracle that I can do anything. I'm kind of enjoying life again. Spent 5 or 6 years from 2010 until from June of 2010 until September of 2015. That's when my son committed suicide. And then 2 or 3 months later, I was like, you know, I've got to do something. I can't sit around the house no more. I enjoy remodeling, so I figured out a way to kind of get back into it. Took me, well, it's coming up on almost 3 years, over 2.5. It's been a slow process. First year and a half, you know, I wasn't good, but for a couple, 3 hours a day, and I just slowly over time kind of built my strength up, and now I'm doing what I can when I can. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Today, I've probably already mentioned this, but I'm gonna mention it again, is my wife and I's 29th dating anniversary. I met her 2 days before I met her on like May 30th, and then we had our first official date June 1st. And then 4 years later, we got married on June 1st. So we've been married 25 years and known each other dating for 29. And I'm not going to get to celebrate much because it's already 6:30 and I'm cleaning up. I'm going to head home. We got bees to play with. We've got to try to see if we can find our queen. We've got to move some frames around. I don't remember if I think we got to move some, or maybe we already did the brood. Oh, I know what it is. We've got the vac box that we need to move those frames over into the hive. So I'm trying to go home and do that. You guys have a great weekend. Hippie out.